I was like never really the rager of the team. I never really like yelled at my teammates because when I competed in Apex, I was like the IGL. I'm the one who makes the calls. I do want to say during that time, when I was a part of Golden Guardians, I was obviously the more mechanical player on our team too. So it definitely was sometimes very frustrating, and I would I would never actually like yell at my teammates or like make passive aggressive comments. So I would just be straightforward, like, oh, like we just messed up there. You made the problem. You were the fault at this one. I was the fault here. I think communication was definitely one of my more stronger points. But there were times where like the community would give me feedback, and it was just like, oh, like this team is not good because Timmy is doing this right, or he's calling this right. And there are times where like, yeah, like you guys are right. I definitely made a bad call here. But then there's sometimes like, oh, I just feel like the community or other pro players don't understand like what I'm trying to do. It's a good example of like people talk about playing Apex the right way. Everyone was always saying like you got to go play zone. You got to you got to get into a building, and then you just play from there. You rotate, blah blah blah, right? But I actually was more of like, oh, why don't we play edge? Right? Why don't we just sit on the edge of the ring? We come in late. We try to fight people on the edge, get KP, etc., right? And that style was like looked down upon. They were like, oh no, that would never work. That is the worst way. That you have to play this, and everyone was hard stuck onto this mindset. And eventually, later in competitive, where we are now, playing edge is actually a good thing, and sometimes, and it's just like it makes no sense because it was like that is something that I was like, I don't want to say like I created it, but I was definitely something that I was more open-minded about doing that type of stuff, but people didn't understand at the time, and I got a lot of negative feedback.
Yeah. I totally hear you, man.